Beloved, before we light a single candle this season, before we hang a strand of lights, before we sing songs of stars and angels and miracles, I want to invite you into the dark. Yes, the dark. The holy, necessary, tender dark that winter is trying to hand to us, if only we would slow down enough to receive it. It's easy to think of the dark in times like these as our enemy, that the long nights are a problem to solve, that we need more light, more noise, more doing to drown out what we don't want to feel. But winter says, hush now, come closer. Let me show you something that you can only see in the dark. That inside of you, inside every one of us, there is a flame, small, steady, ancient, that never, ever goes out. A flame that doesn't fear the night. The magic of this season is whispering, the dark is not here to extinguish you. It's here to reveal you. Let the dark become a womb where clarity rises, where love rekindles itself, where our next right action is born like a new flame in the middle of the night. Join me for the month of December as we celebrate the world's winter traditions and let them inspire us during this season of love, this season of light and dark. And if you're in the Albuquerque area, we have a lot of special events going on this month. We will celebrate what it means to be grieving and heartbroken during this season. We will have a multi-faith holiday party and collaborative New Thought Christmas Eve, a New Year's Eve burning bowl, a solstice celebration and ceremony. So join us if you are around. I would love to see you this December. So don't chase the dark away. Let it teach you how to see within it, because you, my love, are the keeper of the flame. And the world needs the love that you can carry into the dark. My people are free, my people are free. This is what Harriet Tubman shouted upon awakening from one of her sleeping spells, as she liked to call them. This sleeping spell that she had to make use of as a spiritual tool after receiving a head injury from her overseer. And I want to point to this incredible metaphysical experience that we know about from Harriet Tubman and what fueled her right action, her conscious action, her loving action to free hundreds and hundreds of other folks, because she already knew freedom. She already knew that Black-bodied folks who had been enslaved were already free. And she knew it in the dark. She knew it as she was laying down in a dream state. This truth rose in her, just like the truth can rise in you. Just like the flame of the divine that is fluttering, sparking, maybe even so small you forgot that you had one in you. This inner flame that you and I are responsible for. And no matter the circumstances, right? Even the circumstances of Harriet Tubman's life could not extinguish this flame. And it was even in these dark moments, even in this head injury result, that the spirit rose in her and told her the truth. That's what this season of dark, this season of winter can invite us into. This idea that no matter our circumstances, the flame that burns in you cannot be extinguished. No matter the chaos, no matter the noise, no matter the circumstances of your life, the circumstances of the world, the horror and tragedy and suffering and losses, the violence, like whatever it may be, whatever you may be enslaved to right now, none of it can extinguish the flame that is in you, the voice of the divine that is telling you the truth. If only you would close your eyes and fall into this womb of the divine, this quiet space that is holding you afloat in the dark, feeding you, nourishing you, loving you, whispering to you whatever the truth is that you need to be reminded of, to be lit up by. That's what becomes possible if we stop making the dark and the stillness and the quiet our enemy. If you and I decide, okay, yes, I may have drunk the Kool-Aid. I may overbusy myself, overschedule myself, forget myself in the noise, but there is a flame that I choose to tend. There is a divinity in me, always available to me, that I choose to turn to so that I can come back to the most important thing in my life, in my being, that always knows what is true, and then can allow that truth to move me in conscious action, in right action, at the right speed, at the right moment. It's the only wisdom you and I have access to that will always know what is right and true and good, and what direction to go, and how to follow the stars, how to listen with ears that are so tuned to truth that they can keep you safe, regardless of outer circumstances, regardless of what might be chasing you in your own life. This is powerful, my love, what you have access to in your own being. It is a powerful invitation that this winter season is bringing to your table. It's saying, love, sit down. Close your eyes. Listen. Listen, listen. Listen, listen. I have something to share with you. I have the truth to bring back to you, that you can consciously leave these moments of communion, whether you want to call them meditation or prayer or contemplation or rest. This flame is right there waiting with everything you need. And you know how to make use of it when you make connection with this incredibly wise and powerful and able part of you. This flame that is better seen in the dark, right? Even I can light a candle in the middle of the day and not even really know, without looking closely, if it's lit. But move into a darker space. There's the light. There's the flame that is burning. Move into more stillness, and that flame cannot blow out. It can burn brighter and bigger, showing you more of the truth, because you've gotten still, because you've turned down all of the movement and rushing and urgency. And yet the answers you seek, the goals you really have as a divine emanation of the Holy Blessed One, can be met readily, with ease and grace. You can be carried into that finish line that you seek, the liberation you long for, the love that you want to experience in every cell in your body, the freedom that is already yours, awaits you in the dark. Trisha Hersey, who wrote Rest is Resistance, said, our liberation is waiting for us in a slowed down state, not in urgency, not in exhaustion or burnout. Our liberation is waiting for you, for me, in a slowed down state. This is how you and I discover that we are free, always have been, that we are powerful and creative and able to shift reality by co-creating metaphysically with a known truth, even when we can't see it, even when it hasn't materialized yet. We can know in every fiber of our being, like Harriet Tubman knew her people were free, and then move towards that truth, move from that truth in conscious right action. This is really what love in action means. And it requires us to slow and still and welcome the dark, welcome the sleeping spells, welcome the messages and the clair knowing, the clair audience, the clairvoyance, the clair whatever it is that you connect to the divine with, the knowing that rises in your unique being as divine guidance. This guidance that is the flame within you, that actually cannot be blown out, that cannot be extinguished by circumstance or conditions. It is a reality that is the greater reality, the most true thing you and I have. And I don't want you to miss the gift, the real gift of this December moment. The real gift of the winter season is your own divinity, the flame that you can tend in your own being because you say no, because you say, I choose to tend this flame by slowing down, by quieting to listen, by stilling to feel. This is what becomes possible. The darkness plus your rest leads to the clarity to move you in right action. The dark plus your rest moves you to clarity that tells you what is the next step, what is the next right thing. What am I being called to do? Doing that is conscious, that is rooted, that is grounded in spirit, in your true and holy nature. It will never lead you wrong, even when it seems crazy, even when the calling you get from within says, go left when everything you thought you were supposed to do was over here on the right. Trust the go left. The world needs us to move in this loving action, move in this right action, move in this conscious action. This is where the transformation we want in your life, in my life, in the global life, that's how that transformation actually gets to happen. This is where the juice of practicing metaphysics is just on fire when you and I tend the flame. And so I want you to go and find a practice. We have practices lined out step by step for you this month. You can go get the app if you're not already on our ABQCSL app. Sign up for a newsletter, and the instructions on how to get that are right there. And there are multiple practices for you to begin to tend the flame within. so that you can become a conscious keeper of the flame. I want to leave you with this prayer. Blessed is the sacred dark that reveals your light. Blessed is the rest that brings your heart home. Blessed is the flame that never goes out. Burning beneath your grief, burning beneath your fatigue, burning beneath your rage, burning beneath every long night. May this winter become a womb for your becoming. May clarity rise like the dawn. May love move through you as a healing for a world in need. You are a keeper of the holy flame. And so it is.